Considered as a fire animal, it comes paired with the fire element, making it the year of the fire horse. Who are the lucky ones and the not so lucky ones this coming year? PeopleAsia finds out from Patrick Lim Fernandez. Feng Shui Pachai. Wishing you prosperity in the year of the fire horse.
Yeah, it's the year of the fire horse coming up.
So, in a nutshell, what are the general characteristics of the fire horse and what makes it different from other horse years?
Sure. So there's 5 elements. There's water, wood, fire, earth, and metal. So this coming up will be the fire. It's a fire year. And the horse is also a fire animal. So this is a unique combination that we haven't seen in 60 years where the fire and the horse are combining. So what this means is Yang fire, which is next year, tends to be very creative, innovative, very intense. All issues will be brought to light, which will lead to confrontation, and that's a good thing. Like, nothing will be kept in the shadows. So that's one hallmark of the year. The horse naman is very independent and fast-moving. So people tend to do things on their own. So when they combine, it's a very energetic year. At the same time, it might be very impulsive. Na people might do things without really thinking, say things without really thinking. So it's important to think before you act. For the horse in particular, usually when you meet your year, we say it's a year of highs. It's a year of high visibility, meaning you'll be noticed. It's a year of high accountability. People will be relying on you for things. It's also a year of high pressure. So, and the pressure will actually be coming from yourself. You'll be putting pressure on you. So we say for the horse, just have realistic expectations so that you won't get stressed.
What other aspects is the horse going to be lucky this year?
For the horse, it's also going to be good for leadership because people will listen to you. There's this general star that people will follow what you say. So if you're leading, a group,
should they enter into politics even?
Pero I would say, like, for the horse, because you have that visibility, some people will be good for the corporate world. Some people will be good for, let's say, public office. Some people might be good, say, as a priest or a minister, right? Or, so depending on the calling of the person, or sometimes they can be a housewife.
Because they have visibility. What would be your general forecast for this particular year of the horse?
So so in terms of different signs, different animals are going to have different luck signs. So let's say if we talk about business, there's certain industries that will do better than others.
Yeah.
So for those in the industries that have to do with, for example, the knowledge industry, so this would be things like consulting, teaching, training, all of these would be above average luck. Also home industry, so fashion, interior design, architecture. The legal industry is also first, there's going to be some strong energy there. Accounting, anything that has to do with rules, like compliance, that's going to also be good. Also things with the environment, that's also going to be good this coming year. So in terms of sustainability, like ESG, governance, all of those industries are above average. You also have industries like travel, tourism. These are also going to be good. You also have things like brokerage or trading, things that are fast moving, retail, supermarkets. And then water industries like beverages, retail, and hygiene. All of those have to do with industries that should have above average luck next year.
So what industries would encounter some challenges in the year of the fire horse?
So the ones that have kind of like so-so luck are things like, it's not really going to be above average, but things like real estate will just be kind of so-so, banking, finance. Like, they've had better years, but next year is going to be a little bit more average than some of those other industries.
Who are the luckiest animal signs this year and why?
Yeah. So I would say it really depends on what they're looking for. It usually falls in 4 general categories: money, career, relationships, and health. So you can be lucky in one particular aspect or multiple. For career, the signs that will be luckier this year would be the rabbit, the dog, the goat, and the rooster. If you want that promotion, go for it. You'll have a higher chance for expanding your career. And if you have a business, it's also a good year for expanding and so on. Then for health, the ones who medyo be a little bit wary kasi there's some sickness or illness stars. So that would be the pig, the snake, the tiger, and the horse. The horse also has the horse kasi there's going to be a lot of different energies coming at the same time. So you kind of have to balance. and then you may need to say no to certain things as well. If not, you'll get overwhelmed.
So what's your advice about investment, business, and money matters this year?
When we look at now the specific angles, it's important to know what zodiac sign you are, because certain zodiac signs are going to have better or not as good luck for, let's say, money or for health or for career and so on. So for money in particular, the signs that will have better than average luck are the rabbit, the horse, the pig, and the rooster.
Okay.
So they'll have better than average prosperity luck. So if you're, in business or a career, so you can be a little bit more adventure, not as conservative. You can take, risks that you might not have taken in the past. And for me, it's very important to take calculated risks. So I'd say in terms of cautious for money, the ones that have to be a little bit more wary, it's basically like the signs where money might be taken from you. We call it like a unexpected loss or robbery star. So the signs have to do with the rat, the snake, the tiger, and also the pig. The pig's interesting. It's going to have good money luck, but if you're not careful, it might be taken away. But for the other ones, be a little bit more careful with your money. Look at budgets, have an emergency fund, and then make sure you're able to monitor the money that goes in versus the money that goes out.
Well, in terms of affairs of the heart, Patrick, this is an often asked question.
Yes.
What about relationships?
So in terms of the ones that have above average luck for relationships and for love, this would be the ox, the snake, the rooster, and the goat. So those four. And in particular, the rooster has probably the best of all the relationship luck. If you're single, looking for love, if you're a rooster, put yourself out there. You might find yourself pleasantly surprised. And then on the flip side, there's also what we call a star that has to do with like conflict. So if you're the monkey, the horse, the rabbit, they're going to have a little bit more conflict this year. So just make sure that if there's an opportunity to lower the temperature, not be, be put in quarrels, try to do that. Even though it's the year of the horse, they have this particular star that has some risk for
in the relationship area.
For relationships. Yeah. That's why for me this is a very fascinating framework. That it's not as simple as it's your year, it's lucky. It's not your year, it's not lucky. There's dozens of different layers we look at to say we put this all together, and then here at the end of the day we'll summarize what you should do, what you should avoid.
In terms of travel, Patrick, are there any signs that you should avoid traveling as often as as they did before? Or
there's a few signs that will just in general will have to be a little bit wary of when you make plans. So this would be for this year, the tiger, the snake, the monkey. We say that when these energies come, it's kind of like a weather forecast. You know that the weather is going to be there, like it's going to rain. You can't avoid that. But if you're able to figure out how to work with the rain or how to, let's say, bring an umbrella or be prepared, then you don't need to fear it. You just need to know it's going to be there, then be prepared.
Not to sound superstitious, Patrick, because, there's a science behind this.
Correct. So the zodiac aspect has to do with your animal sign, your astrology. The Feng Shui aspect really has to do with where you live, where you work. This is because Feng Shui really means Feng, which is wind, and Shui, which is water. So it's the physical aspect of things. You have to know the lucky sectors of the home and the not so lucky sectors of the home. For example, for money, the good direction this year will be in the east and also the southeast. And some very practical things you can do is you can put, for example, things that are alive or moving, like plants.
In these areas?
Yes.
The east and the
if you want to enhance your money luck. If for the home or office, you stand in the middle of your home, and then you look at the compass and look where east is. And then that sector is going to be like your wealth sector for the year, or wealth corner. Next year is going to be different. So
this applies to all animal signs.
Applies to all animal signs, exactly. You can also use colors, for example.
Yeah,
like
I was going into that.
Yeah, like for example.
Are there any lucky colors?
It also depends on the sector of the house, and this is where we become very careful, where it's not really like a one size fits all. Say for the east, you can put the color red or the color yellow, beige, or brown, because all of those are like good for money. So the east and the southeast. The ones that are not so good in particular, the one we say to avoid is the south. It's here, and also the northwest. So avoid putting the color red there. And if you can put like the metallic colors like white
To
or
deflect.
yeah, gold or silver, these will help subdue some of these not so good energy.
What about water elements?
Water's good just because water usually signifies money in Feng Shui, and in particular, it's good for any good energy because the flowing nature of it will activate that area. There's actually a scientific explanation as well. It's not just kind of like juju or hocus pocus. So when you have flowing water, it releases antioxidants, and usually what ages people or sometimes it gets them sick or some like cell degradation is the oxidation process in the body. So when you have antioxidants coming from these fountains and you're able to ingest that, breathe it in, it helps the body heal itself. So that's kind of the scientific explanation of why flowing water like fountains and so on are healthy. Yeah. And then it just
So you put that in the east and the southeast as well?
Yeah, so you can put that in the east or southeast because that will activate the area. And then in other good areas, like if you want to activate your career or like leadership so that you'll have, rise up, it would be in the north and also the northeast. So those are the sectors that you want to activate. And then for those looking for love or those who want more harmony this year, the center of the home. So in the center, that's where you put like the fountain, and you can even put like aquariums or humidifiers.
All right.
Water, like the water
literally in the
dispensers.
center of the home. So what are the common misconceptions about people when they consult a Feng Shui expert?
So one, we often get asked like, "Oh, I'm a devout Catholic. Will this conflict with my religion?" We say, yeah, the good thing with what we do, there's not religion, there's no God we're worshipping or anything like that. Feng Shui in its essence is really all about wind and water. It's all about knowing how the energies flow. The other one is there's like a one thing cure all, that you do this, your life you'll have all the money in the world, and it doesn't work that way. Usually we say there's actually like a triad of luck. So there's three types. One is what you call heaven or universe sky luck. This is based on your zodiac. So if you're a pig, a rabbit, a horse, based on your time and your day, etc. And then also with the cycles, the cosmic cycles, that's kind of like the heaven luck. And then there's the earth luck, that's Feng Shui, where you live, where you work. And then there's also what we call human luck. This is what you do, your behavior, your decisions, your actions. You can have the best luck, like for career, but if you don't go and find a job, or even if you're offered a job and you don't take it, that's on you. Yeah. So someone with not so good luck here, but who doubles their effort might have even better luck than you. It's not. The other thing they say this is hula.
It's not.
Yeah. Because we say if it's hula, you ask 10 different people one question, maghuhula, so you get 10 different answers. For us, it's we help educate them on this is what Feng Shui and Chinese astrology is. This is what it's not. This is what it can do for you, what it can't do for you. Sometimes we get folks who say they have ghosts in their house.
Okay.
So that's not exactly Feng Shui. Same applies also for love relationships. We get asked, I have a boyfriend. Are we compatible?
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend and so on. Sometimes I have a fiance. We say, okay, this is the nature of
Won't love conquer all?
What we say is this is the nature of your relationship. Ultimately, it's up to you. If you love the drama and your partner loves the drama, you'll have a lot of drama. But if you want more harmony, a supportive relationship, because we can also say for this, for example, you'll see each other as equals, or one will be more supportive of the other.
The good thing about that is at least you know where you stand, and you could make adjustments.
Exactly. Then it'll be your decision. Sige. So I know na
Kasi if you really love each other, and then you're gonna you'll
find a way.
You want to make it work, you'll find a way.
You'll find a way. Another misconception when they think of Feng Shui, they think of demolishing or bakbakers and so on. So we say it's all about like one, you can build it ideally already. So that's the best one. Pero if for some reason the house doesn't, because it wasn't,
you bought it that way.
Yeah, then maybe you see if you need to make yung very drastic changes. But for the most part, there are ways you can work around it naman. So yeah, for the wealth corner, if you can spend time there as well, like work there or spend time there with the family, that's gonna be a good sectors to be in.
So what are the red flags or energy drains that you should be
Watch
wary
out for?
of?
Yeah. But I say overall, because the energy for the year is going to be very fast-moving, very fast-paced, there might be a risk of burnout. So we say it's really all about pacing. And then you can actually find you'll get to accomplish better things because you weren't like rushing into things too much. And then another red flag is was things are going to be a little bit more impulsive. People will be acting without thinking, saying things without thinking. Then it's important to take a pause, and then before you say something that you might not be able to take back, think it through.
In general, how can professionals make the most out of Feng Shui?
As I say, overall, the approach two things. One thing we say is be open-minded. There are things that you may not know that might help you, and that might give you the edge over other people who may have the same skill sets, the same. Because you can see that happening sometimes. Like two candidates with the same skill set, same school, etc. One has a little bit of an edge. This might give you that edge. So that's one. The other one is really, it's all about balance. We say for working professionals, the risk sometimes is, especially the folks who are a little younger, they focus on their career like 110% of the time. See, that's good, but you should balance it with other things. Balance it with your health, with your relationships, with thinking of the future, money-wise, and so on.
In conclusion, how much of our success is destiny, and how much of it is, something that we could control?
Yeah. So I would say it's really half and half. Because if you think of those three types of luck, heaven luck is really like destiny. It's like you can't change when you were born, you can't change the calendar. Human luck is all about our effort. Earth luck is in the middle. There's certain areas or properties or spaces that are luckier, but it's up to you to choose and how to so this one's half and half. So when you look at it overall, it's really like a balance. And that's why we say it's all about the yin and the yang. It's all about how you balance all of these things of knowing things that you cannot change and things that are just there, and then also knowing how to go with the flow. If you have that balance, you'll succeed in life.
Happy Year of the Fire Horse,
Yes.
Patrick.
Yep. Kong si Fatsai.
Wishing you prosperity and good health.
Yes, thank you. You too. Kong si Fatsai to all
Thank
our
you so
viewers out
much.
there.